know Doctor Who. And if you don't, then you can go.
Right, hello guys, watching Go.2, and today we're doing Classical Month on August. So Classical August, every August we talk about classic Doctor Who, and we just did a review on the Fourth Doctor Robot, and today we're doing Spearhead from Space, so we might as well get on to it. I really enjoy this story, it's a really fun one. It does drag in places, but it's the first proper episode, you could say, in colour, and yes, let's get on to it. So, I really enjoy the story. The Doctor has to try and earn the Brigadier's trust. The Doctor knows the Brigadier, but the Brigadier doesn't know the Doctor. He doesn't think it's the same character as the second Doctor. And we also have the Time Lord stopping the Doctor from escaping in the TARDIS, so he can't escape. And there's a scene where the Doctor's trying to escape in the TARDIS. There's also a funny comedic scene of the Doctor stuck in a wheelchair and trying to roll off with a wheelchair, and then he escapes that way. It's quite funny. The Autons are quite creepy, to be fair. They're quite creepy villains, and they're quite interesting and mysterious, and definitely threatening. And I think they look more creepy than they do in New Who, to be fair. You can see them breaking out of shop window dummies. Basically, we have this plastic company that's creating baby dolls, but then they move on to shop window dummies. They move on to selling shop window dummies, which actually the Autons use to basically take control of Earth and try and use the dummies to attack people, and their arms going and then bang, you're dead. They also have some interesting gun design, like you kill them and then you can kill them again to completely get rid of the body. Also, there's this guy who's running. He does a flip and then dies. But before that, he gets shot and then does a flip and dies. I'm like, shouldn't he do the flip and whilst he gets shot whilst he's doing the flip, not get killed and then do a flip and die? If you understand what I mean. But yeah, I just found some of the deaths hilarious. But that's classic Who. They do some weird deaths, you could say. Yeah, I really found it funny as well when the autonic thing, you grab the third Doctor and he's going, Liz, do it, Liz, do it. It's just funny. Liz is brilliant in this as well. The third Doctor working with Liz was certainly a brilliant pairing, and she's an interesting choice to see where the Doctor goes next with. And they look like they're going to get some chemistry and be good friends. So yeah, and then I do love the Brigadier and him basically going and trying to take control and has to do his best with what rules he has to do, but also deal with the Doctor, and that dynamic's quite fun to see start out, because they certainly get a bond by the end. And yeah, like in the robot with Tom Baker, he says he does miss the Doctor, so the Brigadier certainly warns to him later on. Yes, we see the hospitals and basically the two hearts. I don't think we've had that before in Doctor Who up to this point, so the first time we get to see the Doctor with two hearts, I think. Yes, and we also get, I think, Time Lords for the first time. I think it may be mentioned. Yeah, I think Time Lords was mentioned in this. Yeah, I'm not particularly sure on that, so don't quote me on that, but I think they did mention Time Lords. So, or they mention it at a certain later date, but I swear it was the third Doctor where they first and then mentioned Time Lords. But yes, yeah, really solid story. The Autons were quite creepy villains. They got the main villain with the eyes is quite creepy, and using people mold work. You know, like they're using actual people. They didn't choose celebrities. They chose not famous people, but they chose people that are important to their plot, and they did plastic dummies of them. And then they swapped the real life ones for the plastic dummies later on to try and take over, which was interesting. And of course, the old lady got attacked, and the guy found the meteor, and yeah. This story, I'm going to give it out of 10. 7 out of 10. I was going to give it an 8, but I love Robot more than this, so I can't really give it that in a way. And I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I think this is a good story. It's just a bit slow in some places. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and remember to subscribe, because we're trying to get to a certain goal at the end of the year to achieve on the channel. And I'll see you guys for another video very soon. Hope you have a nice day, and yeah, see you guys very soon.